Hello, everybody. This is Will Martel, and today, right here on Aspire to Inspire, I will be discussing red pill versus blue pill coming right up. And remember, when you get a chance, to hit the like button, to comment, to subscribe, and pretty soon I'll be having a Patreon channel. Remember, every day above ground is a good day. Enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. This is Will Martel, and this is Aspire to Inspire. And today, I want to talk to you about the red pill and the blue pill. And for those of you that don't know what the red pill and the blue pill is, it's simply this. The blue pill is the fantasy world that was built up, that we live in and whatnot, that was made up by all of these people. Things that we're supposed to believe and believe is true and things like that. And the way of thinking that this is the norm, you're supposed to think like this. And in terms of men and women, you're supposed to cater to a woman. You're supposed to give your life to a woman. You're supposed to make sure that that woman is safe, that woman is protected, that woman is this, that, and the other thing. And basically putting her before you and making her your life. It's total hogwash. But then there's the red pill. You take the red pill, you wake up to reality, and that reality is just what you see. And I know that right now there are a lot of blue pill, simp, mangina white knights out there that will go, "Ooh, well, not all women are like that." I got news for you, fellas. Yeah, they are. And I'm gonna go back through an experience that I had. I'm gonna just put myself out there, and I will tell you right now that yes, they are. I've been through a number of relationships at my age, and I can tell you that each and every one of those relationships at one point or another ended the exact same way. It ended up with me, except for one, where I ended up walking out the door because I was tired of catering to these women. I was tired of putting them on a pedestal, and this is because I was inexperienced at relationships. I wasn't really groomed for them. I mean, I had to learn all this stuff on my own, pretty much. I had a lot of uncles. I had my seafood, my martial arts teacher, and my uncle that taught me through martial arts how to be a man as far as that goes, but I wasn't taught about relationships except for what I seen on TV and in movies and in these other mediums that this is the way a man is supposed to treat a woman. So when I was, I think, about 23, maybe 24, I became de-virgintized, so to speak, at 23 years old. Didn't date in high school, was really, really green, so to speak, on relationships. And I ended up meeting this woman, and she was so toxic. She was the most toxic person I ever met. And guess what? Because I didn't know anything about this stuff, I ended up marrying her. And it's the only time I've gotten married. I was married one time, was married young. And I sworn that I would never do it again. Because this woman did a lot of things. This woman did a lot of things. We had a very beautiful son out of it and whatnot. And I love him to death. And well, that's another story. But here's the thing. This woman was so toxic that once the divorce final, she was very, very, very money hungry. Very money hungry. And the thing was that she was so money hungry, in fact, that she was dating this guy, and I went on a tour in Puerto Rico, and she ends up telling this guy to pretend to be me because she had all my information, and ended up stealing $6,000 that wasn't entitled to her out of my 401k that my local district union of carpenters had put together. And people wonder why guys out there are going MGTOW. This is just an example of why guys want to go their own way, and guys out there should be taking the red pill. This is why. And I know there's a lot of people listening right now. Not all women are like that. Not all women are grimy. Not all women might not be grimy, but let me tell you something, boys. Yeah, they are. Somewhere there's some grime going on. And let me just give you another example to get away from that story of that blue pill thinking. And for all you blue pill swallowing, white knight horse riding manginas out there, this should be a wake-up call for you. I'm going to give you another story. I met a woman back in, I would say, right before I really started to try and attempt to get my life together. There was another woman that I met online, which is why I wrote a book back in 2013 called Surviving the Game: How to Survive in the Online Dating War Zone, which is available on Amazon.com if you guys are interested. Yes, I am a published author. Aside from being an actor and a filmmaker, and if you want to, you can go to my Dragon Whip video channel and look some of my stuff up and subscribe. Anyhow, I met this woman back in 2010, and it was probably one of those situations again. I'm blue pilling it. I believe the bullshit. I believe the stories. She had told me she had been to jail, had told me that she had these relationships and she was, she was abused, and she was this, she was that, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And it was so many red flags when you are a blue piller, you're taking the blue pill and you've taken that blue pill for so long. Guess what you think? You think that when these women tell you that they've gone through all this stuff, guess what you do? You feel like that you can save them. I got news for you. When you got someone like that and you come across someone like that, you run fast, because repercussions for getting into any kind of relationship with someone that tells you stuff with all these red flags should be enough for you to run the other way. Run like hell, because you cannot save anybody that is like that. You cannot save them. They have to save themselves. And I have just cut this person off from my social media. I've cut this person off from everything. Emails, anything and any way that she can possibly contact me, I have cut myself off from it, because like the other one, this one was the most toxic relationship that I had ever had, and the wrong thing to do. No matter how much this person begs and things like that. And both of these women suffered from either BPD, or NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. And fellas, this is why right now you have to be really, really careful to whom you keep in contact with and give all this free attention to. You have to be really, really careful, because if you are not careful, it is going to cost you. And I mean, it is going to cost you not only mentally, but it is also going to cost you financially. Because it happened to me. And I will be honest in saying, for those out there listening, that it is still right now to this very day happening to me until I can legally get this taken care of. So, blue pill thinking can cause suicide. Now, that is something I want to be really, really deliberate about when I really tell you guys that you have to watch out to whom you give your heart to. Now, if you're a red pillar, you ain't giving your heart to anybody. You're going to be a free agent. And that's just like me. I'm a free agent. I think of myself more now than I ever have, because I was at that point. I was at that point last year. I dealt with a person that clearly, and she came in like a Trojan horse. I dealt with a person that clearly, stepping back now and being away from her, all that stuff, they clearly suffered from NPD, because it was all about her. It was not about us. It was about her. It was me packing up, moving, and things like that, and relocating and things like that to be with her. And fellas, if you ever find yourself in that position and things like that, don't do it. It's not going to serve your purpose. I'm telling you, because it's going to be their house, their rules. When they're ready to get rid of you, then you're out in the cold. No, control your own shit. Control your own shit, control your own destiny, and definitely control your own situation. Don't let anybody else fool you, or a woman fool you into, one, moving in with them, two, that it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, and three, you're going to be the only one. Because I got news for you guys, you're not going to be the only one. What's going to happen is that when you move in with a woman and you're a blue pill simp mangina, you're going to buy anything that they sell you. They can sit in front of you and lie to your face, and you will believe it. And this is real talk, fellas. Real talk. Blue pill thinking can cause suicide. Again, I was pushed to the brink. Now, all these signs came up, all these red flags came up and things like that. And I got something that I have to share with you. When you got someone that is cheating, they will constantly accuse you of cheating. They will constantly accuse you when you're at the gym and you're taking time out for yourself. And at the time, I was training for a contest. So I was constantly being accused of cheating. So me and my blue pill thinking, I would skip workouts. I would just go straight home. And guess what? Guess what I would get? I would bust her on her phone and she would say, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Kind of like she might have been chatting with somebody and things like that. And I remember the response I had one time that I went home early because, I was getting all these accusations thrown at me. I was kind of like, okay, well, I live here. Why wouldn't I be home early? I mean, so here's what blue pill thinking will get you, okay? You will try to cater. You will try to make things better. But all along, it's not you that's causing the problem. And a lot of guys think, if I just do what she tells me to do, it'll get better. No, it won't. You may as well take your balls off, give them to her so she can put them in her purse. And that's it. Because that's what you've basically given up. You've given up your balls. You've given up your manhood. Men are designed to go out, hunt, and conquer, and be a man. But when you're dealing with someone that is constantly accusing you, when all along it's them, but they don't have the guts to actually be a real woman, to tell you that they're not happy, to tell you that they're dissatisfied with the relationship, and to tell you that they are not attracted to you anymore, whatever it is. They won't ever tell you, but they'll sure as hell show you. This is why I have my way of thinking, and I have a motto. My motto is, never trust what a woman says, but trust her actions, because her actions are going to speak louder than any words that she could ever say. And I was at the brink last year. When you get alone and you've had a bad breakup, you don't know what to do. You're thinking about all these relationships and things like that, and then you just go, oh, what the hell? Why am I even hanging around here anymore? And things like that. And you're very close to doing something that is so incredibly stupid that God himself would be very, very disappointed in you, and that is to take your own life. And there was a buddy of mine that took his own life last year, and we're still wondering, like I wonder why he did it. I don't know why he did it. He was a great guy. His name was John Gray, great guy. And I seen him every day when I went to the gym. And I remember we had a conversation, and he wasn't even 50 yet. And we had a conversation, and he was looking. He didn't have kids. He was looking for a woman. He was looking for a relationship and things like that. And I don't know if that was the reason, but I remember him telling me that he went to Colorado and the rent was too much, and there were like a lot of hot girls out there, but he couldn't afford the rent out there, so he couldn't stay. And I told him the town that we live in, which is Dubuque, Iowa. I told him, I said, hey, Johnny, I said, hey, look, man, it'll come. Just chill. That was my blue pill thinking. The way I think today, I'm a free agent. I really don't care. And I would never put myself on a line like that for any woman ever again. And I just really feel like that there are a lot of guys out there that are in a spot where they're ready. They're ready to take their own lives. The percentage of men, on suicide that commit suicide, the percentage is very, very high now, because they're finding out things. And when you discover female nature and what it is all about, you will find out, like men have found out. Okay, I'm not going to get off subject or anything, but men have found out that the woman that they have given their life to, that they had loved, they have trusted, and all of that, have fucked other guys out of wedlock, have gotten pregnant, and then tried to pass those children off as theirs. And then they find out after graduation, or find out after those kids have turned 18, that they're out of $300,000 and $450,000 in child support, because the woman that they were with were grimy, that the woman that they had given their lives to had lied to them all that time. All that time. This is where blue pill thinking will get you, fellas. This is where it will get you. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself enough that if you see red flags, fucking walk away. You have to walk away from it, or it will cost you more than you will fucking believe. And I'm not just blowing smoke. You go on YouTube here and you look at the number of men that are getting raped. You look at the number of men that are in court right now that are paying child support for kids that they know that don't belong to them. And I happen to be one of them. and I'm fighting it. And every day I fight, every single day. So I'm not one of these people out here, fellas, that are going to sell you on the fact that, okay, it's all sunshine and rainbows. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And for a man nowadays, it is really, really difficult out here. But we still keep going. We try. We hedge forth. And we get through it. But I will tell you right now that the suicide rate for men is very, very high. You can go look at any site right now, and I guarantee you that the suicide rate versus a woman's suicide rate is very, very high. Why? Because one, men are finding out that the woman that they married is cheating on them, and not only that, that the kids that are that are supposed to be his kids are not his kids. There was a situation just recently I heard about that this man in London that was married to this woman, I think he was married to this woman 27 years, and things started to go sour because he had caught her cheating. So he decided to divorce her, but something inside of him said, get those kids tested. He got all 4 of his kids tested, and guess what? Only 1 out of 4 of those kids belonged to him. This is why I'll say, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Give up that blue pill thinking, because it will get you in a lot of trouble. It will get you in so much trouble. It will cost you financially. It'll cost you emotionally. And please believe me, it may cost you your very, very life. So, I will conclude this by saying, you have to love yourself enough to walk away from these toxic ass women. You have to love yourself enough to say, I deserve better. And what is better, you may ask? Well, once you take the red pill, that old black and white picture, that black and white film, that world you were living in will all of a sudden transfer into color. And that land of Oz, the promised land, the land where you rule over your own life, you decide, and you go for your dreams and your goals, and you do what you need to do in this life. Men are meant to leave legacies. Men are meant to build empires. We are meant to be self-sufficient. We are meant to be independent. But we are not meant to be simps. We are not meant to be manginas. We are not meant to be people that think in this blue pill feminist society that we have been living in for all these years. And this is because a lot of men are not informed of what happens. They live life and they try and they're good guys. And you know, a lot of men out here are trying. We're trying to, be good guys and be upstanding and things like that. But let me tell you something about the percentage of narcissistic women out here. They capitalize off of guys that have empathy. They capitalize off of the quote unquote nice guy. They capitalize off of that. They capitalize off of guys that try to do the right thing and try to treat women like princesses and things like that. And let me tell you something, fellas, it don't work. And like I covered in my last video, I catered to this one woman. My last relationship, I catered to her so much. And maybe that was the turnoff, because I treated her so well. And I will definitely tell you that, things end and things begin. And that was probably supposed to end because I was supposed to learn something from it. And that's and that's all. I mean, I was pretty hurt up about it for a while and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I've been where probably some of you guys are right now. But the bottom line is, you have to change your way of thinking. That will change your entire life. That will change the way you approach things. That will change the way you basically look at women. And me, I loved my mom, I respected her and things like that. But my mom, God rest her soul, told me a long time ago, but I didn't listen to it. My mom had told me a whole lot about women, because why? She was a woman, so she didn't want her son going out here and getting into trouble, which I did anyway. And for the things that happened to me, I should have fucking listened to her. I should have listened to her. I should have listened to her. Like, period. I should have listened to her. And you know what? The things that happened to me, I deserved it. You wanna know why? Because I didn't listen. I didn't listen to the lessons that was being taught. And I had a lot of people. I had from the drunk wino on the corner we used to get to cop liquor for us when we were younger for parties and things like that. This old man out of the clear blue, we were getting beer from the store and all of that. And this old man, this wino we seen, he used to always hang out in front of the store. And he told me a long time ago, he said, "Do you know the best way?" Young blood, that's what he called us. He said, "Young blood, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about women." And we were like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna tell us about women?" He said, "The best thing that you could possibly do is not give a woman your heart. Give her everything else, but don't ever give her your heart. Because once that happens, you're going to turn into another person." And I'm only paraphrasing that because I'm trying to remember it. But God bless that old man. I didn't even know him that well. But he tried to warn me a long time ago. He tried to warn a bunch of us guys a long time ago about that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up by saying, keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting the good fight, no matter how things get, no matter how bad things get. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Because when you are in the ring and that thing is coming at you and it's not letting you breathe or let up, trust me. And this is from that movie Rocky Balboa, when that old man told Mason the Lion Dixon, he said, when you got that thing that's coming, there's always something out there. There's always a challenge out there. When that thing is coming at you and it's not letting you breathe and it's not letting you take a step back, that's courage. That's good. That's courage. Courage under fire. So guys, keep fighting. Don't ever, ever give up. So, for those of you that like my content, like, comment, subscribe, share, and if you want to, go to my alternate channel. It's Dragon Whip Entertainment. Like, comment, and share and subscribe on that. I am doing a short film right now that I'm editing called Discarded, which is about a man that had gone through a breakup, and he is facing the ultimate enemy, the enemy within, which we have all faced at one time or another. So this movie will be done in a little bit, and I will be posting it on YouTube and shopping it around to a lot of independent film festivals, contests, and things like that. So remember, fellas, every day above ground is a good day. And be sure to look out for my Patreon coming soon. Okay? Remember, every day above ground is a good day. Happy Father's Day to you guys, and I'll be uploading another video soon. Peace out.